Good evening. Very nice designs. Peace sells, but who's buying? All physically simulated and correct. That's what the real selling point is. Oh, damn! Like that, it's all over. That's the truth about fighting in space. You know, with those speeds, those energies, there's only so much you can do to protect yourself. But I think we can switch over to actual simulated combat actually running. So this is Kerbal Space Program, of course, with actual spacecraft simulating the space wars. Wars. Yes! Runway Project, round 10. This is being simulated in real time. This is currently 5 contenders left in this particular round, all in low orbit around Tylo with a whole bunch of asteroids to spice things up. This is the first time, I think, that we've actually allowed turrets, because turrets make, well, they don't make for fun battles, but we decided that, who cares about fun? We want to have people with big spaceships. We get some armor here to maybe balance things out a bit. The Black Talon XR-SD-190. And this is the Hammerhead. You can see them engaging each other at a range of 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile. And the camera is just switching back and forth. Oh, something exploded there. I'm sure it was just a turret or something. Oh, and here comes Bridget's Revenge. Oh, first person view as well. I'm not sure if that's the most realistic way to fly a warship. Yeah, you can see that this has lost some turrets now and needs to turn to be able to actually hit the target. Yeah, this is Bridget's Revenge with tank guns on it, notice. Literally tank turrets. It's pretty sweet, I'm gonna say. Notice that they were moving over the surface of Tylo at about 2 kilometers per second. I mean, I've heard that there's a whole bunch of custom control scripting that has gone into developing this. We've wanted to do proper space battles for a long time, but BD Armory was really focused on aircraft. And so they expected aircraft that would shoot ahead, that would turn, right? They didn't really have good RCS scripting and everything going on there. The idea that they might have to plot a solution to evade. I did drop the asteroid count to make this viable. Just because there's only 50 asteroids in this. I don't know where they all are. So we might have to, you know, nuke some of these things in a minute. It does help with cleanup, so I'm told. But I mean, it looks like we've still got a couple of viable ships here. It's funny that this one can't figure out that it needs to rotate its guns to be able to get a solution on target. Yeah, so the main thing with having 100, 250 asteroids is that it hella slows down the spawning, right? Like, it takes forever for spacecraft to spawn. So who else is floating around still? This one's basically just a cockpit. This one's still floating around, unable to fire. We should definitely have a shorter timer on these things. Yeah, the funny thing with this one is if... Oh, there! Wow! It got hit! It finally died. It must have got hit by an asteroid, though. The asteroids were the timer, yes. Or I could just blow things up that are boring me. You know? Not that these scores count, but I'm like, you're just dead. How long until your reactor overloads? What's this thing doing just like that? It looks bored. Let's just kill them all and go to another round. Oh, out of oxidizer? Yeah, this one's got liquid fuel. Oh, I guess it's just got liquid fuel. This one, I guess it's got a nuclear engine, so it's sort of working. I know. Well, or you could just do that. Oh, and blow them all. Hold on. No, this one, you just go bang, bang, bang. Oh, there we go. Next round. This is how it works. Now, while that's going on, I probably should dig out the stream things situation, right? So as we know, we've had a whole season of Runway Project. We've gone through, oh, I don't know how many different kinds. We've gone through 10 rounds actually, because we had a round 0, but this is the actual 10th round. Thank you, Demon Hat. 81 months. I'm gonna say this is the time where I think I am going to be doing a live stream, possibly over on Twitter, but it'll be a music live stream, just to be different. That's a whole idea. But yes, for round 10, we wanted to have spacecraft, right? So this is round 10, the final frontier. Contestants were tasked to build space dreadnoughts. You know the origin of the term dreadnought, by the way? It was the HMS Dreadnought. It was the first battleship to be powered by steam turbines. But the name Dreadnought literally comes from it dreading nothing. Dreadnought. I dread nothing. And then, of course, the whole class became known as Dreadnoughts. I mean, I'm sure if Drachenfell was here, they would be very much correcting the minutiae of this discussion. But that's the principle that we're talking about here. Yeah, it's all big guns. That was that was important, right? Basically, why do we have little guns? Because they don't really matter. Just get the big guns. Have everything engaging at the correct speed. Yeah, exactly. The Dreadnought was HMS No Fear. As opposed to like the HMS Terror. Now look at this. It is literally a yacht with sails. I like how this is like side slipping to avoid, avoid incoming fire. It's the Flying Dutchman, yes. Engaging at a range of 6 kilometers, like the munitions take a fairly long time to cross those distances. If they're solar sails, that seems to be a terrible strategy for actually winning a battle this far from the sun.
The Imperium is fragile. The great houses fight for control. We must act.
There's a war hidden in plain sight.
We've never seen a force like this. This could destroy the Imperium.
The reckoning is here.
Dune Prophecy, streaming exclusively on Max.
Taking some hits here. Oh, look at that! Bang! Is this running away now? I don't really know what way this is facing, but... It's actually, yeah, it's moving away from the target. By the looks of things. The AI is entirely scripted by Suicidal Insanity and everybody else that I forget their names off. Maybe there's some Team Dev. Let's give Team Dev credit. There's so many people that have been involved in making this work. And they're not all credited here. No, these are not piloted by players. Yoshu Hosuhei, Suicidal Insanity, Doc Nappers, they have all been Team Dev that have worked together on modding BD Armory. Yes, this whole thing has involved like radical redesign. Okay, what's this one? This is the Bob Destroyer. Now, look, I could actually show you what this thing looks like. There you go. And it's engaging that target, I guess? Here we have the ship. And we have this thing that's dead. Boom. Let's kill them. And we have a big green Mario World level. Dun 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 da 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 da. Oh, look at that! You see, it's leading the target, and some of those things are hitting. That's pretty beautiful. Sword of Kerbal. Oh wait, that's what's happened. I think we should put it out of its misery. So did we see everybody here? Oh, there's this thing. Whoa, wowzer! Crown of Roses. It's staging as well. Either that, or it's dumping countermeasures. Well, look at these guys exchanging gunfire between them, right? They're like 7 kilometers away. That's kind of neat to see these guys shooting. Looks like they're actually ganging up on that target. And this is trying to close the range, I think. So yeah, they are actually shooting each other also while trying to evade incoming gunfire. Oh, that looks like taking some damage there. Oh, wait, the asteroids seem to be a fairly long distance away. I think they may have spawned in the wrong place. That might be causing some problems. I mean, naval engagement range were, yeah, miles. Many miles. And in space, there's no horizon to deal with. The difference is, the thing in space is that everything is moving at a sort of lethal velocity. This thing is still trying to close the distance at a reasonable rate. Oh, look, Mario World is getting shot up. Yeah, I mean these days, they have guns that have shells that after they fire, they pop out little fins to guide themselves. I know that was absolutely investigated. I've seen like bullets that can do that. But the question is whether they were ever actually deployed. Now wait, is that venting because it's been damaged, or is that just looking cool? We get some flyby here. Dastardly? Yeah, that's Dastardly. Shooting at side strafe. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a bunch of fuel leaks, surely it should make the targeting solutions a bit harder. Oh, this is this vanilla. No, this is not vanilla at any level. Unless you're implying that it's vanilla because vanilla is actually comes from like an orchid or something, and it's really quite a complex chemical process. Oh, I totally played Core War. Yeah, a long time ago I played Core War. Um, I had a PMAR system. I had some but interesting hacks and stuff. Oh, there's an asteroid actually coming by. Finally getting in on the game. Yeah, we get some asteroids floating around. Unfortunately, they didn't spawn particularly close, but I think they're finally coming to town. Yeah, asteroids are now like 4 or 5 kilometers out. Wait, is this fire? Is that like a Browning gun? Oh, we gotta pass! Whoa! Oh! Dang! Somebody went right down the middle there. Still sort of alive, but you're not. This looks like it's still alive for now. Yeah, the Crown of Roses is definitely having some attitude control issues. Oh, yeah, it's dead. The Flying Dutchman is dead. Let's just do that. And this thing, I don't know what it's trying to do. It doesn't seem to be able to do very much. It does look like Mario. Oh! Mario World is finally taking some punishment here. Is that like a spinal mount gun or something this thing's got? Radiation Postal Service? Close it, sort of strafing sideways and closing towards the target at 50 meters per second. Right, Side Strafe is the guy that actually made the video. Oh, look, here's a fly pass to get an idea of how fast they're moving. Of course, they're moving that fast in orbit, so it's kind of... We need the station... Oh, wait, is that a point defense system? Uh-oh. That may not be doing that may not be too good for the Crown of Roses. Oh yeah, first person view. Wait, what was that? Is that a chunk of the spaceship that just fell off there? Why are you calling it a plane? It's clearly a battleship. Hold on. Oh!
The Imperium is fragile. The great houses fight for control. We must act.
There's a war hidden in plain sight. Any war requires sacrifice.
We've never seen a force like this. This could destroy the Imperium.
The reckoning is here.
Dune Prophecy, streaming exclusively on Max.
That's cold.
That's brisk, baby.
Wait, what happened? Damn! Crown of Roses was killed! Boom! Headshot! Dang. Don't even know what happened to it. There it is, just falling. Yeah, it was, yeah, I mean, it was just like a, Super Star Destroyer, right? A-wing right into the bridge. That's it. Yeah, rapid decompression, no survivors. I mean, that was like boom headshot, right? Okay, see, it's got to set up all the asteroids and everything. So anyway, yeah, the rules for this round was, first of all, they had to use orbital AI, right? That was the new AI manager, right? Which was supposed to control the spacecraft in this kind of zero-G orbital like engagement range. You had to build a space battleship. It has to have it has to have big pieces to it, like Mark III hardware. Oh, damn. Hold on, I'm just going to turn on the different stuff here. So you basically had to add a whole bunch of dead mass, right? And you could use that thing to supply fuel to the engines. And then you have to spend a bunch of money on points, on weapons. You can have at most 8 weapons in total. You can also have point defense blisters or active protection systems. There's no limits on SAS, so you can have tons of torque if you like. Up to 8 engines of your choose. Look at these things. The torque, like, just getting knocked off there. Oh, man! Damn, all that torque. Torque is cheap, right? Okay. You can use armor, which is legit, is allowed. Many of the rounds did not allow armor. You may choose any material except depleted uranium. Yeah, I know. No, you can use armor on this, but the armor is woefully thin compared to an actual dreadnought. I'll say that, right? And you could use engines which were perpendicular, so you could have maneuver set up that worked differently. We have a bird of prey. Nice. Is that the point defense turret operating that thing? Up to 140 parts, which is bigger than usual. So basically there will be asteroids. There's an asteroid floating by. I'm wondering if these asteroids are like too far away and they're not getting fixed. You are not allowed to have an immobile defense platform, right? So as your thrust to weight goes down, you will have more asteroids coming towards you, right? That's a fun one. I want them to be kind of spawning around the spacecraft in a sphere. Other than that, Runway Project rules apply. And though, of course, the rules of Runway Project are 7 ships enter, 1 ship leaves, mostly. Yes. You know, basically it is a multi-round engagement where we match up the ships randomly at first, and then as time goes on, if you perform well, you have to fly against the better ones. And eventually, you know, the people with the best kills, they get the most points. Oh, dang. Are these flak guns, or are these actually... Are these detonating rounds that I'm seeing? I mean, I like how the engagement ranges or engagement velocities are being kept close to, like, Runway Project levels. You know, you're not accelerating. The relative speeds are still about 150 to 200 meters per second, right? Oh, somebody's venting fuel again. It looks like somebody's lost a turret there, huh? So yeah, the other rules are, of course, while we will give you points for your performance, right? And, well, I'll tell you who did worse soon. There will, of course, be scoring based upon your art. And art is very, very important. In fact, I would say that it is perhaps the most important thing, because, as I pointed out in the past, you know, humanity may spread into space, and maybe we will encounter other aliens, or maybe humanity will die out, and one day something else will come and find us. But you know what? They will have the same physics, right, as us. There's nothing that they will find in science that we don't have. But our art will be unique to them. Therefore, art is just as important as the science of killing your enemy in low Kerbal orbit. Actually, this is Tylo. I don't know why we put it in orbit around Tylo. Maybe we should put it into orbit around a different planet. Mostly because then the stationary camera will make sense. Maybe we should put them in orbit around Minmus. Maybe we should, like, do the world tour here. It's the gravity. Tylo is hefty. What does gravity matter? Because they're in orbit. It's not like they're falling towards the surface where the gravity would matter. Oh, lower gravity worlds, you have the potential of where it leaving the SOI? The physics range, you mean? I think we just kill them. Yeah, can't we just put them around Dres? Wouldn't Dres be a better one? Oh, look at that! First person viewpoint. I think we should try doing that. We should try swapping them into, like, some different orbits. How about Elu? I'm more concerned that the stationary camera that comes up every now and then is kind of lame. I say the sun. Do the sun. I think if we spawn at 75 kilometers around the sun, they won't last very long. Could we spawn them in low Kerbin orbit? How much drag works? I'm just curious. I'm more worried about solar panels. No, Drez is between Jewel and Duna. Come on. So wait, if they're below... So if you put them into an atmosphere, they will try to get themselves back into orbit? Suicidal insanity? Is that what it is? I'm just saying, it would be kind of cool if we could have these guys fighting battles while they're going...
You could be vaping formaldehyde, which is used in taxidermy.
Oh dear.
What?
Formaldehyde. Oh dear.
What?
I knew it. Oh dear, oh dear.
What?
Aren't you an elk?
I don't know what I am.
Who wants Plessy?
Thanks, Mom. Believe it or not, he used to be a real sugar baby.
Smile, sweetie.
Kids consume an average of 53 pounds of added sugar a year. That's absurd.
All right.
All that sugar threw him off his game. But then I found Plessy, a better-for-you drink the whole family loves. Raising a sugar baby? That's absurd. A delicious drink with 70% less sugar? That's absurdly good.
through re-entry. Like, wouldn't it be cool to see, like, fire and guns at the same time? I honestly would like to see that, like, lore. Yeah, so clearly we need to put them in orbit around a smaller place. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the spawn settings and see... Now, if I change the spawn point in the middle of a battle, it's probably not gonna work, right? I probably have to... You have to set my altitude correctly, yeah. Where is the altitude set? I know. Yeah, how do we try Moho? See, that's too fast. How do you set the altitude here? I Third text box says 50,000. There we go. Let's. I want to set that lower. First, I must warp there. Yeah, I already hit spawn. Let me fix it. It won't be 20 minutes. Will it? Well, we'll give it a second. I'll make the ghost of Harvester mad. He's not dead, though. This little maneuver's gonna cost us 51 years, yeah. Just watch the R10 video. Show them what it's like. We have it. We can make it go fast, right? There you go. This is something actually running. This is one with what's on my mind? Well, wedding anniversary. That's 21 years. Important stuff going on. Oh wait, this is working again. I gotta pause this. Stop tournament. There we go. Let's see how that works. I'm just going to pop that over there so I can see it. What's going on here? Let's skip forwards a bit to another fight. Oh, no, that's another bit where there's no fighting. Let's pause there. How about that? There we go. It's thinking. Why is it thinking? Oh, there's Bridget's Revenge with gun turrets everywhere. These two are dead. Come on, we need a better option. Yeah. Now, of course, I can't see the chat. That's a problem. There it is. Well, I'm not really streaming. I'm watching other people play games. Ugh. Just add duct tape with a KSS Hope. Wow, there's some the tournament scores, by the way, up there. It is kind of a Children of the Dead Earth kind of thing. We have lots of... yeah, look at the incoming firepower there. Uh-oh. So much for the radiators. Ugh. Dang, that felt powerful. I cannot see the lunar eclipse. It is completely overcast here. This is Kerbal Space War. We've got Kerbal Space Program with a bunch of different spacecraft shooting at each other and some asteroids flying around for good measure. And this thing is still supposed to be running. No. That looks like this may not have worked. I think I may have broken this. Ranked tournament. Okay. Yeah, I think I've totally broken it. Oh, 33 vessels. That's great. Cancel, cancel. I don't know what I've done here. Tournament style. 33 vessels, not what I want, but why not? There we go. Okay, that'll probably catch up. Yeah, Thunderdome, yeah, that'll take a while. It'll be called the lag dome. Why is this suddenly lagging? Oh, probably because I hit the button. They're engaging at a range of about 4 kilometers. I'm really hoping this thing will actually work. I think I may have crashed my Kerbal. And not in the good way. It's not just 33 vessels, but remember there were asteroids and stuff floating around as well. Because we didn't want anyone to survive. Is there a good way to crash KSP? Yeah-ish. I'm sure there's been some interesting tricks that break Kerbal. Is this supposed to be a box of oats? No art yet. No, I know we haven't got around to the art viewing because I'm trying to spawn stuff. I know Scott's.
You could be vaping formaldehyde, which is used in taxidermy.
Oh dear.
What?
Formaldehyde. Oh dear.
What? I knew it. Oh dear, oh dear. What?
Aren't you an elk?
I don't know what I am.
2 girls went missing. You don't think there might be a link?
Say that again?
Eddie Wells is getting out early.
People don't see what's happening.
I still feel there's something he's not telling me. We don't listen to these kids enough.
This town is crying out for truth. What would you know about this town?
Leave me alone!
I need answers.
Breakfast oats. Scott's porridge oats. I remember that from being a child. Oh, wait, we may have actual spawning. Here we go. Look at this. Let's pause. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Okay, bang. That's interesting that when it moved to the other window, it rescaled. Okay, so now we're in orbit around Moho. Because why not? Let's see what happens. Now, meanwhile, I should be able to close this. And we should be lining up the art. Because that's what everyone's really here for. The discussion of the finer things in life. Yeah, the asteroid spread looks a whole lot better here. I kind of like this, these shapes here. Somebody really thought through what that. I don't know what that is, but it kind of looks interesting. Oh, this is Crown of Roses again. You don't sell fishing lures? Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. So I think the camera has a bug where it doesn't seem to go into dogfight mode right away. I'm hoping it'll fix itself. Yeah, this is Kerbal 1 because modding on Kerbal 2 was never really supported. Oh, somebody just got asteroided. Crown of Roses smashed into a smashteroid. I think we should end its misery. Oh, apparently I've lost my mouse pointer. That's great. Mouse's pointer has gone. There it is. Oh, that's really interesting. KSP has taken my mouse pointer from me, so I can't see where it is. Fantastic! So I can't click any buttons now, because the mouse pointer is not visible inside the game window. I have no idea how to fix that. Nope, F2 doesn't work. F2 does not in fact work. You see, I can do that. But that doesn't... Yeah, no, it's disappeared in non-F2 mode. How about that? There we go. You know what? I might have accidentally right-clicked it. That's maybe what happened. Oh, wait a second. Stationary mode. We should actually have some good options now. I like this sort of serene view of the battle from a distance. Yeah, I should be able to like change the camera tool settings now to make stationary more common. Like 26% of the time. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. So as everything flying past. See, that looks cool, huh? Like, that's the view of the battle. Oh, and there's the... That's the guns. Uh-oh, somebody losing some bits there to their spaceship. Again, stationary mode viewpoint. This is a cool view. I like it. Oh, nice! That was a cool shot. That was actually a pretty cool shot. I mean, it really is down to like sheer luck if the camera angles match up correctly. Oh, there's a big asteroid floating around. Watch out! Yeah, see, that having the asteroids now kind of works a little better. I mean, I think you're right about, like, Tylo being a good option in terms of not having things escape, but since I'm here to kill everyone, it's not such a bad problem. I wonder if that asteroid's going to end up smashing into it at some point. Yep, I think somebody get hit by an asteroid. Oh no, somebody get hit, boom, headshotted. So who's left? We've got Freak Out and the Hammerhead. We have this thing, the Enigma, trying to maneuver. And we have Dastardly in Mario World, right? Dastardly World. I'm going to say, technically, I don't think that's legal in terms of a visibility point of view. Coming around. Oh, when you have 1G drive, I mean, you're talking like weeks or at most to go from one to another. It's like shockingly fast. I did a video like that for The Expanse, yeah. Hello, Danny. It's called a brachistochrone trajectory. You just flip and burn. You halfway there, you flip and burn. It only works if you have like ridiculously high specific impulse. Like the ships in The Expanse have specific impulse of like 1,000,000. I don't know the Danny Boy song. I'm Scottish, not Irish. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling. I don't know what that's all about. A nuclear rocket only gets you like 800 seconds, which is really not that much better. I wouldn't say that it works for ion engines, it just doesn't not work. So how many G? This is pulling like half a G.
Plant your heels on the ground for a downward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga.
When they want a delectable squeeze up, you'll know.
Deliciously delectable delectables. Squeeze up.
When Wednesday dances, you experience her emotionless.
Just like that Korean show on Netflix, where people play kids games for money, and if they lose, they actually die.
In the graveyard, when Max's eyes roll back and she starts rising up into the...
Andes, todo el equipo está perdido durante 2 meses.
You have a stalker? Why haven't you gone to the cops?
Instead, he kept egging Martha on.
It's so good.
So good.
So good.
You better watch. It's so good.
I like how these things are all pulsing in sequence and then they're all agreeing. So 1,000,000 specific impulse is potentially doable with things like antimatter and fusion, to be honest. The problem is that you're generally going to get a bunch of energy going off in the wrong direction, and that ruins your thing. The real problem with The Expanse, the Epstein drive in The Expanse, is that it gets ridiculous. It gets, fuel propellant flow rates which are unrealistically high for a fusion system. I'm surprised this thing hasn't been hit yet by asteroids. Dastardly World is like 15 kilometers away. I mean, there are things like, antimatter systems, actually, you can, in theory, scale them up and get better performance, because one of the problems with antimatter is that if you're talking about like anti-hydrogen, what you get out of it are things like pi mesons, and the charged pi mesons travel like 30 meters before they decay. So if your engine really needs to be orders of magnitude bigger than that, so that you can gather all the energy efficiently. Otherwise, that's basically lost energy, right? Oh, Hammerhead has lost weapons. Maybe? Does Hammerhead have no weapons? Oh, it got demolished. Oh, it flew into an asteroid and died. Oh well. Is it possible to get me to use Waterfall? Potentially. I actually have that in my other install. But I've kept the Runway Project install free of other things because there are problems. It's problems when things go wrong. Yeah, did Waterfall create issues? That's unfortunate. I am surprised that hasn't been hit by asteroids, because it's not even clear that it's generating any real thrust. And Dastardly World, I'm not sure what it's doing either. It actually looks like it might be moving into engagement distance. Okay, they're actually moving to engage each other. Although they're more like orbiting each other, to be honest. The problem is that they're actually moving around each other rather than really... They're not really moving to cancel that relative velocity. See, now they're just orbiting each other again at 200 meters per second. Yes, I tried Children of the Dead Earth a long time ago. Surely at this range, something is going to happen. Here we go, once again. It is interesting that at this range and velocity, the incoming fire comes from one direction, and the outgoing fire is at a significantly different direction, but they're both encountering each other. Is that a laser? Have I seen the remains? Oh, have you not been following me on Twitter? I've been talking about the Ocean Gate thing. No, the only thing that they showed was a section of the tail cone that was discovered. That wasn't actually particularly new, to be honest, because we saw that stuff get revealed. What was wild was there was a guy, a Scottish guy, actually giving testimony today, and he showed us like the quality of some of the carbon fiber that had been taken off one of the stuff. He talked about Stockton Rush basically crashing into the Andrea Doria and refusing to accept help until like one of the passengers said, you know, let the expert fly the thing, and we finally, oh, come on. Oh, this thing is actually moving out the way from these asteroids. Yeah, laser would definitely help at this point. We're 7 minutes into this, and these two guys are still not shot anyone. There's a largest ship. How do I know what the largest ship is? I mean, this ship looks pretty large. It fills the screen. Well, I guess I'll leave this running until we see a bigger asteroid. Anyway, maybe I should be checking out getting the images set up. They bypassed a whole lot of safety regulations. Yes, but safety... These regulations are getting in the way of innovation. That's what Stockton Rush told us. there are deep dive submersible space. There are apparently regulations and standards which may be somewhat relevant to creating a submarine which doesn't fall. Oh, you know the scariest thing? Let me tell you. Let me show you the scariest thing that I saw. I got this somewhere. Here we go. I'm just gonna bring something up full screen for a second. Yeah, this is from the testimony at the Ocean Gate trial. This is a guy, a Scottish like submersible expert, and he's got some pictures that he showed, and this is part of the life support system. Oh, nope, still surviving. Oh, dastardly world may have died finally. Okay. So anyway, this case with a PC fan on top of it and some wire mesh on the bottom, that was going to be his Stockton's Rush's idea of a carbon dioxide scrubber. So they would fill this with like lithium hydroxide or whatever they were going to use and have a little PC game fan blow air through it so that it would remove all those nasty things like carbon dioxide. There you go. I would have quit right away when I saw him trying to do that. Anyway, I think it's time to talk about art. So we need to go, and we need to go full screen ahead. That's not it. Here we go. Yes. Whoa! Shoots at. Ships suck. -5. Is that 5 negative point? That's amazing. But you know what? This is 7 Epic Dragon, and I believe 7 Epic Dragon did something else. Wow. I haven't even seen this.
It couldn't fly so high. Dreams all left behind. Grand design went awry, but he forgot
Okay.
electricity. Years of work and passion in a fleeting dream. Epic Dragon's giant ship just forgot electricity.
He forgot electricity. I'm liking this.
Chaos in the skies. The dream just missed spark. A ship without its quill because he forgot electricity. It couldn't fly so high. Dreams all left behind. Grand design went awry, but he forgot electricity.
Is this like... Oh, this is why I've got no...
Years of work and passion in a fleeting dream.
I don't know, Jean-Luc German. Wait, the Moonley is supposed to have umlauts there. Damn, I forgot electricity. Right, everyone just slaps on like a little RTG in there. You know, it's fine. That's wild, but there's another one? Wait. There's another one? Okay, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Forgot about the spark that brings the ship to life. Wings that stretch so wide, he forgot electricity. It couldn't fly.
Okay, it's the same thing. We have a Ruthless Rye IPA, Sierra Nevada. It's the same video. Okay. So, I years of work and passion. I'd never go to TikTok because they're tracking all my secret stuff. You know, probably need to scale this down a little just to be sure. You know, we're wanna hide some of the secret sauce, right? As ST, we have a winner before the fight begins. I mean, I haven't seen it flying, but I'm not really sure how this matches. Ships suck. 5 points. So I guess I gotta give it lots of points, right? If it got -5, so that has to be like a 9-pointer, right? Just for like, you know, balancing out karma, right? No? Who cares? Anyhow, I like how it has the Microsoft, like, the paint up there in the screenshot. That's how committed you are to the MS Paint aesthetic. It spawns and shakes itself to death. And this is Dastardly World. Like, I do love the detail on this. We've got the cannon. And we have the... I'm not even sure what that is. I guess... Oh, it's the capsule, right? With gun turret there, and it looks like a little thing, and you've got stuff floating around. And you know what? This does violate a very basic Runway Project rule about having parts that are disconnected and floating. That's really not cool, right? Unless it's magic involved. And obviously it's magic involved because it's Mario World, right? It totally is allowed to have free-floating parts because that's part of the aesthetic it's going for. This gets an aesthetic exception. Does that make sense? Aesthetic exception. It adds art point. Right, basically we're like, yeah, we should penalize this, but no, it's Dastardly World. 9 points. Just want to check. Delta Echo Delta is what we're looking at. Oh, very last minute. Zippy to the second one. Electric Boogaloo. It's not very good, but it looks as watch the video, please. You better watch the video. You better watch the video, please. So does Delta Echo Delta have a video? Hold on. That's more like it. Okay, here we go. Oh, it takes off. Although, is that actually in real gravity? Is it still running at 2 times speed? No, it's normal speed. I'm trying to hide the address bar. That's what's going on. Like, see the address bar shows up. I want to keep all this stuff sort of not public. We can watch this for 5 minutes. I got a beer. What are you guys doing? It's not like you can see the lunar eclipse where I am. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you're not going to break the rules in the last round, you know, at this point, all is lost. I don't know about the whole of California, but I can't see it. Okay. Who's doing this music? I like the vibe. I would be dancing more if it wasn't for my neck hurting. Ooh, laser show! That means it's super high tech. Absolutely. Go out and buy Kit Hack Model Club because Harvester deserves love. Right? Forget about... If you were thinking of buying Kerbal Space Program 2, don't go and buy Kit Hack instead. And play regular Kerbal. World will thank you. There's a lot of rocks in near space. You never know, something might happen with Kerbal Space Program 2. Like... It's like mostly the lack of future potential that means that I don't recommend Kerbal Space Program 2. I think this video would have been better if you had some more dynamic camera moves. Oh, it's almost over. And a plot, yeah. Well, you know, I was cynic and I said that if I had been Private Division and I'd bought Kerbal Space Program, the first thing I would have done would have been take something like Simple Rockets or Spaceflight Simulator on mobile phones that had already pretty much existed and basically say, hi, we would like to rebrand this with new graphics as Kerbal Space Program Mobile. Boom. Instant revenue stream for all the devices that the original developers are never going to support. Right? Like, that would have been so easy. Sure, cynical, whatever, but you know, come on. And then, you know, working out on a sequel. I think there was lots of options for them to go through. Anyway. Okay. So, Delta, I mean, that's... What? Why is this grayed out? Well, anyway, you know, the whole point is that this port over a few text. Right, exactly. Add some new graphics. Add little green characters in the bottom right screaming. Problem solved. Okay, it was actually a very nice spacecraft design, but the video was like, okay. Yeah, anyway, 7 points for trying. Delta Echo. Ooh, construction. Super Dreadnought that will win the Moonar War. Dreadnought or not. Supreme Leader wants you to watch the video. Glory to YouTubers. Armor. Broadside cannons. Actually, just ammo to deter enemy combat ships. I mean, that would be cool, but you know, having your ammo as armor is a really bad idea because ammunition tends to explode when it's hit. Have you ever heard about that problem? Or am I just being crazy? Let's see what the Moonar War looks like.
Doing this program by this Monday will be considered treason, punishable by at least 10 years in prison.
It's been a year since the outbreak of the Moonar War, sparked by the incident at the 2024 Kerbal Olympics. The YouTuber fleet is suffering heavy losses, and their outdated tube fighters are no match for the enemy. In desperation, the Supreme Leader promised, we're cooking a super dreadnought, and it will be based.
To an all-new construction ship, tasked with building the super dreadnought. But on our way to the construction site, we were intercepted by an elite enemy battleship.
Surrender immediately and hand over any data, or our railguns will tear your pathetic construction ship apart.
I told the captain, we're ready to go down with the ship. We can't let them find out about the super dreadnought.
That's a bad place to stand, by the way.
Don't try anything stupid.
But the captain just grinned and said, nah, I'd win. It was then everything clicked. The turrets, the ammo, the armor, the fuel.
No. Wait.
Dang!
She wasn't just transporting parts. Those parts were made for her. She is the super dreadnought.
Real historical footage. See, this is way better than that other one. The ship design sucks, though. It's nice to have some color. The yellow and black look actually makes it look like a classic sci-fi cover or something, right? I don't know, the RCS, it does look like it's kind of working overtime. Oh, it's got some staging going on. Yeah, pretty much. Real-life space battles will be smart projectiles shot across huge distances and countermeasures trying to shoot them down. And one hit will destroy your ship. Remember to praise the Supreme Leader! Praise the Supreme Leader! That's right, that was trying to figure out what the music was. It's the main... yes, Stellaris. And there's a new expansion for Stellaris that I need to get back and give that thing another go. I love Stellaris. I always enjoy finding new things to do in it. So that's the image that goes with it. Nice. 3 more turrets below. Lots of turrets. Yeah, cosmic storms. I don't know what that's all about, but I presume that it's going to have some cosmic storms. So, anyway, I like the color. I do actually like that this looks like sort of janky metal armor. There's like some cool design stuff in it, but I'm not sure it hangs together. So that's going to be an 8.5. It is a construction ship. Okay, Doc Nappers. Doc Nappers has the biggest spaceship, so we need to spawn this at some point, right? Everyone else's crafts. Harnesses the 0-point energy. Now, wait a sec. Is there a video with this? No, thank goodness. So, how is this? Is this using procedural parts to just make a massive wing or something? Mammoth RCS blocks. Novelty oversized banana for scale. Everyone else's craft. Armor panels, yes, of course. I mean, you saw the video I made about the Lumen orbit data centers in orbit, and basically my thing was to scale everything up by a factor of 10, and then I built a starship and I scaled it down by a factor of 10 to sort of give people the idea of the size of things. That was my illustration in YouTube video. So look, it's a big triangle. Hasn't George Lucas done that already? Still, I'm excited to look at all these things in here. Looks like there's some cool design aesthetic, and then there's Doc Napper's big triangle. It's a big triangle. 1 kilometer long. What does the physics system do? I hope we can spawn that at some point. Maybe I'll just kill off all the stuff until it spawns. But yeah, I think I can only give that like a 5 point. It just seems kind of uninspired, really. It does have blade. I like how we've got an Imperial Corvette CR90. It's black, so like Darth Vader aesthetic. I mean, you put that there. You did not need to put that there to remind me of what do I have a Corvette nearby? I do not. I love the Rebel Blockade Runner design. No amount of evasion will help this craft. By the way, this is easy, bro. I've got to check. The next one is Metacelsus. Still, loving the Star Wars aesthetic. 7. Freak out! Lol. That's what I'm going to score at. A belch. 4. Groovy Rat Space Battleship. Gets points for using radiators. I like to see radiators. That's realistic. They're not very well armored, though. Also has a sexy top hat. Definitely gets an extra 5 points for the sexy top hat. So, that would be 1 point for the radiators plus 5 points for the top hat, right? Freakout doesn't have a video according to this. Right? No video here. No video visible. Armored radiators. Anyway, no, we're going to give that 7.5 points. Actually, I'm going to give it 8 points because I like the radiators. Higarin! Oh my gosh, we get a Homeworld reference. Yes. Except I think this is scoring rather well. It's pretty. Ooh, look at that. Sexy guns off the front. I sort of like this weapons loadout on here. This looks really nice. There's no video associated with it, but that's not a thing. I like the sort of angular style. Like, if you saw that on the cover, if you got rid of some of these vents, actually, if you got rid of some of these vents here, the exhausts, there are dozens of us. Yeah. If it didn't have any of these rocket engines on it, it would look totally at home on the cover of like a 1970s sci-fi novel. Just these flat faces, the shading. Yeah, this could be like a Chris Foss cover. Is that what I'm thinking? Maybe it should have like some yellow here, But the coil gun, like off the front, this is a damn sexy looking spaceship. I'm going to give that 8. Space is not the limit. KSS Hobbs. Oh, Hope 2. Just asked. Where is the duct tape? I sort of liken this bridge here. There's actually some cool vibes with the engines that are facing that way and the gun turrets that stick out like that. I'm liking that. But that's a 6.5. Kevin Black Talon. That could also sort of look at home. The titanium pancakes, most often found pairs escorting civilian gun, whatever. 5 points. Maybe so Excalibur. Wait a second. Where's the spaceship on this? Maybe so 83. Wait, there's a video. No, there's Metacelsus. Where's the spaceship? Is it hidden inside the asteroid? Lady Vivienne, Sheriff of the Ring, look at the blade. Cultivating called Excalibur and did pierce an asteroid, transfixing it. Scrying this from afar, Merlin did proclaim, "Whoso putteth out this sword of this stone is rightwise ruler born of all Tylo." But the people were greatly confused, for the sword in reach was 5 score meters, and Tylo was an airless moon. The spaceship, is that it in there? The sword is the ship. Oh, the sword is the ship? Does it have the asteroid in it? Wait, is the asteroid part of the ship? Holy crap, I see it now. Like, so the asteroid has these things sticking out of it. So we have... But wait, where are the guns? The guns are here? Doesn't that mean that it can't shoot forwards? Or is that the back? Where's the front of this thing? Or does it fly sideways? I mean, surely flying sideways would be better, because then you could cut enemy ships with that part of the blade that's sticking out there. Right? So does it go to the left or to the right? I'm thinking of a whole lot of sci-fi book art, right? Just F5. What? The cockpit is the pointy bit at the pommel. Down here, I guess. Okay, anyway. I think I want to see this thing fly. Right, so here's the thing. I'm going to give this 7 points, but if it, I reserve the right to change this when I see it in action. Metacelsus! Metacelsus! Mariners beware the Flying Dutchman by Metacelsus Shipyard. See the video. And we have high expectations of Metacelsus videos at this point.
Oh no, Jeb, that ethanol was supposed to be rocket fuel.
What shall we do with a drunken Kerbal? What shall we do with a drunken Kerbal? What shall we do with a drunken Kerbal early in the morning? Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him out the airlock till he's sober. Throw him out the airlock till he's sober. Throw him out the airlock till he's sober early in the morning. Run him up the mast like a Jolly Roger. Run him up the mast like a Jolly Roger. Run him up the mast like a Jolly Roger early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Stuff his suit with sand from Duna. Stuff his suit with sand from Duna. Stuff his suit with sand from Duna early in the morning. Put him in a bed with Valentina. Put him in a bed with Valentina. Put him in a bed with Valentina early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey,
I like how this is actually taking off.
Early in the morning. Make him test a parachute. Make him test a parachute. Make him test a parachute early in the morning. Shoot him into space with a mammoth engine. Shoot him into space with a mammoth engine. Shoot him into space with a mammoth engine early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Stick him in a ship with a kraken in it. Stick him in a ship with a kraken in it. Stick him in a ship with a kraken in it early in the morning. That's what we'll do with a drunken Kerbal. That's what we'll do with a drunken Kerbal. That's what we'll do with a drunken Kerbal early in the morning.
Drunken Kerbal. Just listen to that work on that string without the bows, right? And you know what? Here's the thing. That would normally get like a 20 points. Except that the problem is, it's the second best space violin, viola thing, because we had the whole Polaris Dawn. Unfortunately, you know, like, if you'd showed me this a week ago, that would be like, oh my god, 20 points, right? But no, you know, now my standards for violins and bowing in space has been completely recalibrated, and that's more like a 1-star, right? Really, if you think about it. Like, not that you didn't work hard on it, but, like, my standards have suddenly changed, what with Polaris Dawn. I mean, I'm sure you all agree, right? No? Maybe? What do we do with the drunken Scotty? No. I actually, honestly, yes, the music performance obviously left a little something to be desired compared to, say, that was produced on Polaris Dawn, but the lyrics were definitely a lot better. The lyrics were well thought out, We definitely got some real Kerbal themes there with the Kraken and blowing things off, and maybe like the Valentina reference and Flying Duck, wholly arbitrary and capricious. Yes, that is exactly why you come here. Arbitrary and capricious in one package. No, I'm I'm kidding. You know, that's it's always delightful to see meta sails, and I love the fact that you decided to field a ship with sails, which clearly put you at a disadvantage, right? So anyway, yeah, that's an 8 pointer. 8.5 pointer. What's my next video? Mo! I get Mo video after this? Mo! Project 723. Kamvratya Vapa? I don't know. Kevin... yeah... Damn... I can't read that. Kambala. Okay. Well, let's try watching this. See what it does. To the stars. Okay, Zvezdam. Okay. I like it. Space Dog. I'm sort of digging the aesthetic here. Ooh, there's the laser. Ooh, wow.
The only way to build what should be is to tear down what is. The rats rise. The bat falls.
Oh, man. Hot stuff. Damn. Oh. Wait. Oh. That's something else. That was actually really sweet. I really dug that. Yeah, no, the like the way they rendered the graphics vibe was actually really good. It made it look hard and realistic. I think that's like a certified... I think that might be a 10-pointer. Like, what I really liked was when the enemy ship died, it just felt like it was burning your eyes. And that's really what the graphics haven't been giving us. I sort of like... I know the music was kind of vibey. I liked that. Okay, we're looking for QDMC. I love Nebulous Fleet Command so much. I guess I've never watched this. I've never played this game, so I don't know. That ship also looks like it could be on the Chris Foss cover of like a sci-fi novel in the 70s. But I don't really know. Yeah, it just looks kind of block. Actually, I sort of like the coloring on it, and that's you definitely get extra points for getting this sort of coloring panel vibe thing going on. Yeah, it does look like a Space Engineers, and that was the sort of look that they went for with spacecraft in that era. Oh, the one without color is the entry? Oh. Well, so much for that then. Sorry, you don't get all those bonus points. If that's the entry, that is a pretty hideous step down, to be honest. 5 points. Bacchus 2! What? What? Stop! Stop what? We're getting more Space Wolf. Oh, look at that. I do kind of like the look of that there. Stop! Stop what? Okay, what was I saying? I should never have noticed the sad grey block. It was a sad grey block. I felt bad for it. Wait, we got a video to watch, right? QDMC.
Runway Project Season 6 Round 10 is near its end.
Oh, here we go.
This is the song reused for the artwork. This is the fugitive alien song. Don't try to kill me with a forklift. That would just be me. I am following a theme. This is the ship modeled from the movie. The Bacchus version number 3. It drives just like a forklift. Olay! This is the space chosen for the battle. Space battles above Tylo. Just try to kill me with a forklift. Hello!
Oh my god!
And now the season has ended. There are no more
Oh!
seasons to run. Next time, please submit a forklift. And
I like how they've got this section with the scores hanging up there showing us as negative points.
it's a lot of fun.
You're stuck here.
Wow. Wow, the Bacchus fugitive alien. As seen on MST 3K. I like also the fact that you've got the Dark Star reference there. I think I have to give this like 10 points just for having the chorus. Like, I mean, seriously, there's some serious love and stuff going on there, but certainly not any combat capability judging by the ranking and the points. So, there's got to be some pity points in there. Ooh. Now, if only it was this good looking in the game. But color, Crown of Roses. Ooh, no video for this. Splagada. Multi-role, low observability. What makes it low observability? Because, like, you've painted it white and red. Doesn't that make it high observability? We should watch the R10 trailer again. Oh, you want me to give more points? You mean this one? No, that's not it. You mean, are you saying that this is actually your submission? Wasn't that your submission last time? Is this your art submission? I saw the view count. It didn't count last time, you're right. Why does that one not have color? 1 point for every like. I think we might have to score that on a logarithmic scale. I hadn't noticed the rigging on like the conning tower. That was pretty sweet. I actually really like that the fact that there's some rigging up on that tower there. It makes it look, I don't know, it makes it look like a battleship Yamato kind of thing. Yes. Well, look, obviously that does add some extra points. In terms of vibes, I actually do like the design. That's a laser module on the side, right? I do like the color, the fact that it isn't a grey block, unlike some other entries. Yeah, giving Babylon 5 battle vibes. And look, we could score it. We could just say, score it. Well, why don't we give it 2,462 points? Because that would be stupid. That's why not. Yeah, we should just give it, well, like 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2, 14 minus 4 for being stupid. But make it 10, right? 10. I like that. 10. Nice round number. Sir John.
At this very moment, toxic chemicals are endangering one of the most beautiful and fragile ecosystems on the planet. When you vape, you may be exposing your lungs to toxic chemicals. Are you polluting yourself?
50 points for Gryffindor. No, just want to check. I just remind. I haven't even seen this thing fighting. Cygnus Crux. Yeah, White Raider. If that's true, then you should be winning points on the battlefield, right? By being low observability. Watcher in the Sky. Swag. These wings look awfully thin. Well, are these actually on there, or are they gonna just break? It's big swag. God, I feel like I want to give this like not very many. I want to give this like 5 points. I just don't like the design. Ooh, Smorgasbord. That does look pretty sleek. Ooh, I like that. I've no idea if it's good, but I really do like... I don't know what that is. What is all that angular mess in there? Is that real? Oh, I see how it is. Dang, trying to make it look like an actual working spaceship? Grey boxes for everybody. That's right. I'm gonna give that 7.5. Space Ghost with a Klingon entry. I don't know enough Klingon, but or is that Romulan? Right? Anyway, yeah, 8 points for sampling the Klingon split. Oh, see, there's some of that art. Bridget's story ends in space and in a whole lot of what the closing of the arc. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
1, 2.
I know that accent.
Vive la France et notre compétition. Et merci Bridget. Vive la République. Et vive la France.
This definitely sounds like Splagada's real voice.
Fuck.
Oh, remember Quackistan?
Violins.
Oh, the Bridget song.
Bridget rolls back, ain't a bottle, geese a preference. Feathers ruffled, Randall clueless, no innocence. Geese gang flanking, Randall's got no defense. Squawk mafia, his piece short-lived, no pretense. Sky darkens, Randall sees shadows, heart races. Geese information, no mercy, cold faces. Wingspan wide, slug him over beer cases. Bridget orchestrating, conductor with the grace.
Yeah, woo! Loggins! All right. Cheers! All right. You guys made this happen.
Slow progression, footsteps echo through the alley. Ducks a distant memory, wars at full tally. Randall's running, tripping, falling down valleys. Geese closing in, grim reapers the finale. Feathers flying, chaos reigns, we're at the peak. Randall pleads, Bridget's eyes cold, unforgiving freak. No duck can save him now, his world goes bleak. Guess the new sheriff's taking over with the sleek. She's back, vengeance served on a silver platter. Geese the soldiers squawk, it makes the heart shatter. Randall's days number, skies going blacker. Bridget's fury raining down, nothing sadder. Served on a silver platter. He's the soldier's squawk, it makes the heart shatter. Randall's days number, skies glowing blacker. Bridget's fury raining down, nothing sadder.
Unofficial rounds. Wow. Wow. Someone's gonna keep this going, huh?
Oh, there's Bridget. The end.
And oh, dang. Oh no, I gotta pause this again. Boy, I mean, But I mean, to be clear, he is thanking everyone rather than like, you know, I want to make sure this isn't a case of like stolen logins of Valor, right? Because Splagata obviously has been cool and been heavily featured, but to be clear, there's a lot of stuff that went into that. So I think that is an 8.5 pointer. Suicidal Insanity decides to go with the Cathedral of Our Lady of Perpetual Fire Support Battle Group Tylo. Straight up basically doing a Warhammer warship. I am loving the design. I'm loving the fact that you've got the circular thing up there. It totally looks like the cathedral. This is pretty badass. Bringing out the Warhams. And that's also an 8-pointer. Tesla Penguin. Ooh. Oh, wait, that's the ship from Passengers, isn't it? That's a shit movie. Like, why would somebody decide to do that unless they had... Okay, sure. Anyway, Tesla Penguin, sure. 6 points. White Raider, the Bob Destroyer. White Raider. Wow, it's a box with guns. 5.5 points? Ooh, colorful. 7 points. 6.5 points. It's not a grey box. Zoonoral Titanium Rose. I sort of saw this. I like the sort of... I like the way the RCS pedals are using on this. That's fine. Remember, it's better than nothing. Right? Just remember, all of these things are better than 0, which is what everyone else gets. Right? That's what everyone else gets, right? I mean, I always figured that it would be nice to have default screenshots of all the ships, but this one, obviously, these get extra attention. Sort of like the fact that it kind of looks like a mask from this angle. But this is a 7-pointer, and that's the end of this. I want to get back and have some more pew pew, shoot shoot, bang bang, boom boom, because I want to see the other ships. What time is it? 11:15. I also have to write a video about stuff. No, it has been a marvelous year, and we should actually, our season, we should actually consider, like, what is the ranking after all this? Well, there is actually the unofficial combat scores, which I saw out here. Somebody's figured them out, which puts, QDMC right at the bottom. Tesla Trihelix 7 Epic Dragon and Just Add Duct Tape. Those are all below the 30-point mark. Then it's Easy Bro with the Imperial Corvette. Suicidal Insanity with the Sword of Kerbal. Random Things 1, 2, 3. Forward facing turret go brrr. Number 26. The missile knows where it is at all. Project 723. Excellent looking video on that one. Doc Napper's Casimir's Blade. Biggest thing in there I'd like to see flying. Side Strafe, Crowds of Roses, sexy looking ship, but of course extra sexy looking video. Groovy Rat, Groovy Space Battleship, it got into its groove at number 23. Dominion 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, the Hyperion Battle Cruiser, number 22. Deforma Zippy 2, the second one. Electric Booga 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 Boogaloo. Number 20. Star Hunter, Cold Ethel. Or is that Ethel? Sir John, Cygnus Crux. That was kind of a crap looking thing, but hey, good job, Sir John, for, participating. Wicked Nor'easter. Thick Brick. Number 17, The Milk Come Dance. What the heck? Never mind. Potato-ish, Keystone class. Maybe so. Caldefitwitch. Space Ghost Bird of Prey, number 14, the Stinky Broccoli Big Black Cruiser, which is what they call some of my very big poops. But obviously they have a different potential. I mean, they float, different kind of floaters. Different kind of floaters. White Raider, Bob Destroyer. That remind me of EVE Online, right? Splagada's Bridget Revenge. I should definitely have taken some points off of this one. Space Battleship Yamato from Oil Well 314. Number 9, Kevin Black Talon XR SD1190. Dastardly World 2.1. That's the 8. That was number 8. Surprised that a free-floating implementation of Super Mario World actually was quite good, apparently. Freakout's Hammerhead. Hey, number 7. Delta Echo Delta's construction ship. Very nice design. Very nice aesthetics, but not a really great design. Zinnerl Titanium Rose. I really like the Titanium Rose look, but yeah. Morphic Galaxy. The Blunderhawk, which I don't think we saw. Grizzraz. Scott's Porridge Ammo Box, which, come on, if that was that was absolutely calling for an art round entry. Metacelsus, Flying Dutchman, and number 2, and Hostuhehe, Coil Gun Corvette. Okay, let's see what other spaceships we have here. We have White Raider here. Big block with guns. We have the Flying Dutchman. We have the Sword of Kerbal, which doesn't actually look like a sword compared to some of the swords. And this is the Talon, the construction ship, the Cygnus Crux, the Bird of Prey. Nice use of color on that one. And White Raider, the Bob Destroyer. We're back to where we started. So I guess what we need to do is start blowing things up randomly, right? So we see the other spaceships. I think the Shackleton disaster is somewhat separate, no? Yeah, I don't know where we find out the actual final scores. I'm sure the actual final scores are somewhere easy for me to find, right? Should probably like drop into the Logins chat and say, "Thank you, Logins. I hope you play Footloose going forwards because Footloose is better than Danger Zone," right? Good job to everybody involved. Seriously. Yeah, that kind of looks the part. That's weird. Somebody's editing the thing while I'm looking at it. The final season scores are not yet calculated. Come on. It's the final. We're supposed to give people, like, awards. Be like, hey, you win a free walk to New York. Oh, pretty. You wonder who? Wonder who what? Side note, how efficient are solar sails? Well, it depends on their reflectivity, right? You won the right to not get mocked for making bad spaceships. Oh, here's a Klingon. Wait, is that... No, I was about to say, is it missing wings? But no, it's not yet missing wings. Yeah, it's in orbit 700 meters per second. It's not escaping any time. Yes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, a winner is you. Yeah, it's right. We should totally just ramp up damage. Maybe that's the way to go. Battle damage. Number of asteroids. Battle damage settings. Proc frequency, propulsion. Wow, there's a whole bunch of new sliders here. General slide. Wait a second. Gameplay sliders. General sliders. Damage multiplier, right? Let's just do that. That may make things die a little faster. Because we want to see the other spaceships. Damn, the construction ship is being deconstructed. Unable to deliver any response by the looks of things. Oh! Doesn't understand that it's lost half the ship. Oops, sorry, banged my microphone there. Flying Dutchman is still flying. I'm not sure if it's still Dutch because it's around a different planet, but it's probably still a man though. Well, that looks like it's making some hits. There we go! Shooting at Delta Echo Delta's construction ship. Uh-oh. Where's the construction ship? That doesn't look like much of a ship left, does it? Let's just do that. Let's get it out the way. Oh, yeah, that's gone too. Flying Dutchman. Okay, no. Sorry, Space Ghost. Flying Dutchman. And what about this one? The Black Talon. Does that still look like it's good? It looks still viable. Alright, 11 kilometers out. No wonder they're having a hard time engaging. They gotta get in a little closer. That looks like Bird of Prey got some serious damage there. Oh yeah, that's definitely about to lose. Okay, who's left? We've got 17.5 kilometers to go. That's hot to go. So if you close at 100 meters per second, that'll still be like 2 minutes to get there. 2.5 minutes. Yeah, it might be that we have to find a new round for our new... It would make a fine extension to Kerbal Space Program, except that it is a licensing nightmare at this point, because so many people have touched that code. And you couldn't bring it closed source. Still closing at about 100 meters per second. Not gonna use Time Warp, that'll confuse the AI. Okay, 12 kilometers. Still closing at 100 meters per second. There better be some engagement once they get in close. sailing can be very fast. Okay, still floating in. Yeah, it would be nice to, you know, honestly, it'd be nice if there was a full programmable stack for your thing, so that it became much more about programming. But hey, you know. They're 8.4 kilometers. Soon they will be within firing range. It looks like actually this one is already firing. I'm not sure what its weapon range is. That's a nice view there. You see incoming fire starting to connect. RGs? What's an RG? You mean railguns? Yeah. Oh, dang. Taking some hits. The sailing ship seems to be getting the upper hand here. See, the thing is, it's turning away from the target, but if it had oriented itself properly, it could have still been firing on the target while it was maneuvering. Oh yeah, there are targeting parameters that can decide the best way to engage based upon your ship layout. I'm surprised it's still alive because it's taken some hits. Again, we're gonna get a fly past. Like some of those things look like hits, but it's like exploding on proximity. Still closing to range of 2.2 kilometers. Something exploded there though. I think we might have lost a turret. Whereas this still has all its sails. Usually the first thing to go. I increased the damage by a factor of 3. Come on, you gotta get in closer and, like, finish this. Like, seriously? It's like watching Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Oh, there's bullets! We're at a range of like 1 kilometer. Somebody is laying out the lead. Look at those bullets coming out of there. Range is still closing. I'm honestly wondering who is going to win this round. Yeah, racing some battleships, that seems highly unlikely. I mean, they're both shooting at each other with bullets, but it seems to be taking an extraordinarily long time for these little bullets to do anything. They're back out to 1.3 kilometers, so I guess they need to adjust because they're now receding. They both forget to bring armor-piercing shells. I don't know, that looks like pretty explodey. Somebody's taking damage, there's bits coming off. I think, you know, that surely is gonna get in the way of that thing surviving. Oh, actually, look what it's tracking. Yeah, the Flying Dutchman won the day. Lucky hit. Ugh. Come on, I want to see my other ships. I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to go on vacation anniversary. Wedding anniversary, so big deal. Also getting ready to sit my written test for my instrument. My instrument rating. Come on, what's going on? Still waiting. All those asteroids are taking too long. Here we go. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay, so we have a ship with radiators. We have this one, the Bacchus. We have the KSS Hope. Oh, and there we go. There is the biggest ship in the game. I think I might have to zoom out a little. I'm not really sure how that is supposed to work. But yay for big. I like it actually has a number on there, barely. Yeah, we'll get this thing. Let's see what other ships there are. This is the QDMC. Cope. It's the grey box. We have the Electric Boogaloo. The Cold Ethel, yeah. Casimir's Blade, yep. I mean, like, what's the plan with this thing? Ugh. All I feel is like this is like the Super Star Destroyer in Star Wars, and it should like crash into the moon, right? So I have to be getting ready to go to sleep because I am exhausted. I think you're dead. There you go. Gotta make sure you're dead. There's so much variety here. Listen, okay. I'm very grateful to everyone that decided to contribute to this marvelous round. And of course, since it's round 10, we should probably take a look at what the final scores actually are, right? Oh wait, never mind. We see no scores actually in here. Use the tabs down below. Wait, there's a tab that I can't see. Ah, here we go. Overall scores. Here we actually have some total scores for the whole lot here. It's crazy. So we have, you know, a few people that didn't score very much. But we want to give shout outs to, well, those people that made the top 10. So starting at number 10, we have Conquerdroid. Obviously works very hard with logins and makes some awesome graphics and awesome videos, but also makes some spaceship. Number 9, Dog Nappers. Number 8, Zinaural. Number 7, Space Ghost. Number 6, Delta Echo Delta. DED. That's what that says. Number 5, Dastardly. Number 4, Sir John IV or Sir John 4. So, yeah. Number 3, Suicidal Insanity. Number 2, Maybe So. And finally, number 1, Metacelsus, champion of Runway Project Season 6. And, wow, I'm going to fall asleep. Yeah, when you have mammoths as RCS, you know that your ship is huge. Seriously, there's been a whole lot of people throwing a bunch of cool designs around this, and I need to get out of here. The beer is actually very good. It's made me very tired. It's like 6-7%. Load the sword. How do I find the sword? Let's just kill everything, right? Okay, there we go. Next. 30% of the players this year were new to Runway Project. Always good to see new blood, especially if it's spraying out into the vacuum of space. Because it makes, like, blood snow. Is that not cool? Blood snow. I can't say what's going to happen with Kerbal Space Program 2 because, as I understand it, there are active negotiations ongoing with potential buyers. But as to what they do with it, I cannot know. Still loading this next character, this next round. Come on. Takes a small eternity for this thing to load, and then even then I don't know if it's the right one. So I might have to just view it on my own. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be having loot boxes in Kerbal Space Program anytime soon. Spawning 7 vessels, come on. Have I played Eve recently? Not really, no. I think I still have a massive skill queue set up. Here we go. I mean, there was all these stories about, you know, Concord getting cancelled, and I was like, yay! And then it was like, no, it's a video game. Oh, because it would be really fun if Concord was cancelled, you know, and we could just shoot people in high sec for giggles. Come on, load! It takes so long. If this won't show up, then I have to just give up. You thought Concord liked the airplane. Yeah, it's true. Here we go. Maybe. Okay, we have the Blunderhawk. And we have the Blockade Runner. Excellent job. We have the random thing. Glitch. Glitch. Yeah, we're back to that one. That one. That looks like a tape deck or something. Okay, well, I have to actually just pause and fall asleep because I am simply exhausted. I have stories to tell about all sorts of things. So I'm gonna bid my good night. Good night. Farewell. See you around. Fly safe.